What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to continue helping you get better with your launch monitor. Let's talk about what I think is the most important number that you should focus on as you're getting started working with these units. Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming at you here. We're going to start talking about, again, what I think is the most important number. This is pretty consistent across most launch monitors. Anything that's above kind of your, $500, $600 range, and you're getting into where it can actually simulate, it has the ability to read this number, and we want to pay attention to it. So again, we're going to be going over more about launch monitors, what you can do to improve with them, and where you should be focusing. How we've had good success helping people get better really quick is by focusing on these things. So we want you to be able to use your unit and get the most out of it. So click that subscribe button. Don't miss out on future videos coming up on those topics. So today we are talking about what I would call the most important thing, which is horizontal launch, okay? Now again, on SkyTrack or on GC2, you will see that have a launch dispersion to the left or right. On TrackMan X3, or if you have an HMT for your GC2, what we're looking at is the face angle that you have at impact. The reason this is important, and this is why you can use any of these units, is face angle directly impacts where the ball launches right off of the hit, okay? It really impacts the direct launch. If I'm aiming straight ahead, wherever the face is pointed, that is where that ball is going to launch. So you see that ball took off to the right side. The face was open when I hit it. Conversely, if I have it closed, okay, we're going to see a face to the left, and you're going to see that ball take off that direction. It's really important to start working on getting this number into a consistent window. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd say within 2 to 4 degrees is going to be more acceptable. Professionals, TrackMan did a study, they get it to within about 1.5 degrees. So you're never going to hit it exactly where you want it to, because the best in the world don't, but you got to get this window down to where it's something that's reasonably consistent. What I see a lot of times is something like what I just showed you there. Somebody might have a club face way off to the right, they might have a club face way off to the left. That's going to have a massive impact on your ability to hit the ball in the middle of the face. It's going to have a massive impact on how far the ball goes. That ball that went way off to the right, I didn't look at the distance, but I guarantee it went way shorter than a shot that was hit the same speed, same everything that goes to the left. It's going to go a lot farther going to the left. All of those things are going to matter and come into play with club face control. So we want to get this part dialed in first, because then that affects how we can start building. If we want to do a draw, we want to do a fade, everything comes into play. So how do we do it? Well, when we're looking at a swing, there's 2 places I really think are important to check where the face is. So the first one is when the club gets parallel to the ground, and the next one is when you go through, where's the club when it's parallel to the ground here. Now some people will ask, wait, why don't you check it at the top? That's not as important as when you're getting to parallel in the ground, because a lot of times people look at their club face at the top of the swing, and then as soon as they start down, the way they manipulate their hands and arms, they're going to change it anyway. So I don't really worry about that as much. I usually see the top club position get pretty good if people start to understand what they're looking at both of these positions where the club is parallel to the ground. So what we're looking for is, if I bring it back, I want to see the club face have a slight tilt in. Now, I don't want to see the club tilted all the way where it's facing the ground completely. That's going to be way shut. If I brought that club back down to the ball, that's going to be way off to the left. You hit enough shots to the left, you're going to try and get really handsy at impact, trying to flip the ball out to the right. Again, you're going to be very inconsistent. Conversely, if I bring it back and I've got the toe straight up, you're going to see that face tends to be a little bit more open. In some extreme cases, I've seen people have the face looking like this, and they actually get the face coming in backwards. That's literally happened, where the face is backwards to the ball coming down. You got to be careful with that as you're going through. Obviously, that would be a major issue we would have to work through, but toe up is going to be more open. I bring it down without doing anything, I'm going to hit the ball more to the right. So what you want to do is work on hitting shots. It's quite actually, you know, useful to hit shots where you just bring it back to that distance back and work on seeing if you can get the ball to go through and get that club face to be in a good spot. Now, spin axis, all that, I'm not worried about that yet. I can deal with that later. I have to have control of the face first for any of that stuff to even matter. So we'll do it again. 2.3, 2.6, there we go. And then we keep on going. Because then if I have the face in a good spot, if I want to change that fade to a draw, I have more control to be able to do that. Even though I sent that ball a little bit more off to the right. Remember, it's just got to be within a window. That ball is drawing back now. I could even cut it if I wanted to, because I've got the face in a decent position. Notice everything is something to the right, and notice that I can now control what it's doing because the face is what we would call stable. So try that out. Again, work on these little swings. People think that's going to be really easy. It's actually can be very difficult for some people to work on, to get that ball just to start going, and then again you can build from there, which we will do. So get the club face under control, pay attention to your horizontal launches. There's a reason why these units have upgraded. You know, we used to just have like the 500 and under crowd, or you had to go up to 15 grand or above, but it's a reason that you now can go up a little bit in price, and there was a big premium where, hey, you now have horizontal launch available. It's really that important, and it's really gonna help you, and so it's something that's gonna be very valuable to your golf game and what we're doing. So use it to your advantage, and make sure you're getting better. That's what I would focus on. So again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully this is helping you understand how to get the most out of your unit. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.